So welcome back to another video, Ramp Up for Real, and we're about to keep it real again. And today's topic is mainly focused on women's manipulation, how women psychologically manipulate you into chasing her. So what you gotta understand when it comes to dating, bro, the more you invest when it comes to women, the less she likes you, the less she desires you, and the more she's gonna feel like she can do better. So that's the last thing that you as a guy can do. A lot of guys have been lied to, even myself, that you gotta pursue women for a relationship. It's a man's job to pursuing women on dates and all these things, and it's a lie. It's a lie. You gotta understand, the moment you as a guy let your walls down and you are vulnerable and you tell her truly how you feel, and she can really like feel that inner personality, a lot of people are gonna think that this is showing strength, this is you being straight with her. And what you're gonna realize about the truth about the world and how things work in female nature is that you are going to end up having the short end of the stick with heartbreak and her leaving you at the end of the day. Like, you gotta understand, when you are pursuing a woman, right? Let's say you meet her at first and you're pursuing her for a date, you want to take her out, right? You are going to have to show interest to a certain degree, right? You gotta show her, okay, that you like her, right? To a certain point. Like, you shouldn't be completely distant. It doesn't mean you shouldn't not talk to women, right? If you're not gonna talk to women, bro, you're not gonna develop any options, right? But it's very important for you as a guy initially to show interest, right? Since you are the man, you're the leader, you're showing interest. But the problem for most guys is comes from after they got the numbers, after, right, they start communicating with a woman. And what you're gonna see is that women will use distance, pulling back, and time delays to try and see your attachment level to her. See, when she pulls back, a lot of guys, they would pursue more. They will try and fix things between in the relationship, and once she senses that attachment, bro, she always pulls back. When you as a guy pull forward and you're pursuing for a relationship, this is where women can play games, because since you have pulled forward, now she can pull back. And now she's gonna test your strength. Whether you are compatible with her, y'all have a good vibe. It's in a core nature to literally test that inner strength. So women will use time delays when it comes to the text messages over the phone. Maybe she won't answer your calls. She won't call you back to hear what it was. She will use distance and be flaking on days to see your inner strength as a man. And you as a guy, you gotta be competent enough to understand that this is where this relationship ends between the two of us. Like, you as a man, bro, you cannot be focused on pursuing women for relationships. You gotta be focusing on your money, getting abs in the gym, actually building your attractiveness, and actually building a life worth living. That's what you gotta do, my G. You gotta actually create a life for yourself where you're happy being single. You're happy being single because when a woman does come in your life, bro, she enjoys what she sees, bro. You gotta actually create a life that's worth living. So stop pursuing women for a relationship, because it's not gonna help anyway. No way is gonna help you at all. That's the three things that women would do to try and psychologically manipulate you into chasing her, using that time and this distance. And you as a guy, since you have been told all of these things, you will try and hear from her if everything okay. Maybe she canceled on the day you planned the next week, and literally what she's telling herself is that this guy, he has no plans, he has no options. Like, literally, if you were to make a date on a Friday and she flakes on the date, she tells you no, she has something to do, and you set it on the Saturday, now she has questions in her mind. She's getting an idea that you don't have options. That's why I'm advising a lot of guys when it comes to relationships, like, rather tell women that you have options, even if you don't. Even if you don't, because if her mind started wondering that you don't have options, bro, it's not long before she thinks she can do better and find another man. She will always try and see how much you are attached, my G. Never let your walls down as a guy, bro. You cannot afford to do that. And I'm telling you guys, because it is going through heartbreak is not an easy thing as a man to do. Since you can use it as fuel, is great, but it would be better if you could avoid it. If you could avoid it in your dating life. So to be able to understand this, you gotta have a deeper meaning when it comes to understanding. You gotta have a deeper understanding about female nature. And female nature, what it optimizes for is hypergamy. Hypergamy is a feeling. It's a feeling that she gets when she knows that the guy is the right one for her. See, when you as a guy put in a lot of effort, things, you gotta push things, you gotta make dates, you gotta plan things all the time, bro, it no longer feels natural to her. And you will see in your life, bro, women like having things happening naturally. The date, the relationship, everything going naturally. The moment you as a guy get too rigid, you start planning things, bro, she start doubting your value. She starts doubting your value. And you gotta understand, it's not about the way you think, it's about how she perceives you. So when you are constantly hitting her up, constantly making dates, bro, you all what you're signaling to that woman is that you are of low value. Literally. That's literally just what you're doing, my G. And hypergamy, what it optimizes for, the strongest and most attractive fit that she can get. Whether this means this guy doesn't have no interest in her, or he does have interest in her, it doesn't matter, my G. Literally, women will chase the man who make themselves the priority in their lives. Guys who are more self-centered. When you as a guy can put all the attention to yourself, put all the focus into yourself, you start investing in yourself, you're putting effort into your own life, my G, this is when a woman can start looking up to you. This is when a woman start actually putting her eyes on you, because you are now the center for attention. Because you as a guy, you are dedicated into being the best guy ever, my G. See, when you as a guy have ambition, you as a guy have independence, my G, it's very hard for a woman to replace this type of guy. A lot of guys, they don't have that type of drive. A lot of guys, they don't have a hustler's mindset. A lot of guys, they just like being stagnant and not doing anything at all, my G. And that's what you really gotta understand, my G. So when you as a guy do not signal the right things to a woman that can signal to her emotions that you are the right guy for her, my G, you will never be the guy she chooses at the end of the day. And the way you're gonna do this is really just playing the game that women do. Being distant, using time delays in your text messages, sometimes not even fucking calling her back. You know, when you as a guy start doing this, maybe y'all went on a date, you had a great time, you get home, you don't text her, 2 days, 3 days goes, you don't text her. Now she's the one who's getting worried. Now she's the one who's psychologically being manipulated. She's the one who's, you know, in the pursuit now, because what are you doing? What is the priorities that you have in your life that is so important that you can focus on her? And when you tell guys, bro, focus on yourself, they don't really understand these things up until they actually get their heart broken. Up until they get their heart broken, like, bro, if you lost a woman and she broke your heart, literally, bro, the best thing you can do is just be distant and show strength. And show her that you don't need her. The strong guy, the guy she pursues, is the guys who show that woman that I don't need you in my life. My life is actually worth living. That's what I'm telling you guys. You gotta actually develop the type of life that is worth living, my G. That you don't need a woman. You don't need to be, you know, putting all this effort and texting and planning to see maybe can I get this one? Can I get it in the bag? When you as a guy create a life for yourself that you are actually happy living, my G, you won't be over pursuing women. You won't be pursuing women over communicating. She will be in the pursuit. Guys, if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.